Charles, we're back for another fantastic adventure.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hey, shout out Urban Meyer. Nebraska's got a chance. I
I
like
figured that was
Nebraska in
happening.
this one.
Yeah.
Fucking Urban Meyer, dude.
He had to have known that was going to come back and bite him in the ass. There's no way he
He,
didn't.
he's got to be like the definition of I don't care, right? Florida. Let me just recruit all these people from prison, send them right into the NFL. I don't care. Boom. Fucks up at Florida, gets sent out. Goes on a small vacation cheating on his wife, comes back to Ohio State. Boom. Let me play under the dirt again at Ohio State. Fuck everything up I can. Walk out, arguably after ruining Zeke Elliott's career. Fuck more people over, and then head to Fox Sports. Hell, anybody who thinks they can't, just follow Urban Meyer. That dude will show you, no matter how big of a whatever you want to call him you are, there's still room for you at those tables. So, well done, Urban Meyer.
He's a piece of work. I don't mind watching his analysis on certain things because he's knowledgeable as far as sports go. But
Right.
when he starts doing his like little quips where he starts like picking out teams and he starts picking teams apart, that's where I'm like, bro, you shouldn't be picking on nobody. You should just be like, yep, I think that Notre Dame's gonna win. Don't give us anything else. We don't give what the hell was that?
You see
Just
my
glitched
camera
out.
doing that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just glitched
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. This is not a good camera. It is,
This
but
is
it's
that's all right.
probably sat for too long and I gotta go
Shout
get a
out to
new
the
one.
43 people that are now subscribed to the YouTube channel and the 6,000 views from last night. We appreciate that so much.
Oh my God. Thank you guys so much. This has been such a fantastic journey. And for those of you who are new, trust me, it might not get better.
It gets better. It gets better.
It gets way better. I'm just kidding. We've got some really exciting interviews coming out. I'm sure that there's a list of them that have already dropped. But man, I had a blast with Chris. I
Yeah,
had a
this is
really good time. And then, well, really all of them too.
yeah,
And how
yeah,
about,
fantastic.
oh man, now that we're talking about Keith too, along the lines of our interviews, man, the heart goes out to McNamara.
Yeah,
Cade
yeah,
out for the rest of the season with a knee injury. That cannot be great.
no, absolutely not.
So
I don't know if it's the same leg or what, but yeah, prayers for him and his family. Hopefully he gets healed up and hopefully he gets another extra year. I think he's a senior.
yeah,
I believe
well,
he's a
hopefully he
senior.
finishes his
Redshirt.
degree because otherwise you know what? I'm excited. I'm glitching in and out of the matrix here. This is going to be awesome. But it is going to be exciting to watch him revamp who he can be in the new XFL/USFL, which I'm not sure what that name's going to be. Is it going to be USXFL?
I don't know. I saw the merger thing
Yeah,
that they
merger's
merged, and I
happening.
was like, that's just
And
okay.
it's happening like super quick too.
Yeah,
I think spring of 2024 is when we're going to see the product on the field.
yeah. What's that?
So,
So where are the teams? Where are they going to figure out where the teams are going to be? Are they going to just inherently take
well,
all the
well,
teams that were from one, and are they going to merge some together? Going to
I'm not
be
sure yet. This will
yeah.
be something we definitely need to dig into. We'll do an entire episode on it because it's exciting. Spring
Hey, well,
football. I
spring
love
is
the XFL's
hey,
product.
spring is a very quiet time for sports, so we'll take
Yep.
it.
Yeah, outside of tennis, yeah, we'll definitely take it. It'll be exciting to catch up on and to see. Absolutely. I hope. I don't know. It's not the market where if you've got a team 100 miles north and 100 miles south in the same fucking state that they have to combine.
Yeah,
Arguably, they can stay.
yeah.
So,
It's a traveling thing, almost like a group team or something, or a travel
yeah.
team.
So that'll be exciting. Oh, some baseball news for the Brewers. It appears Woodruff is going to be out. He might not be in this postseason at all. Shoulder injury. He was placed on the MLB's equivalent of the IR.
Yeah,
So, and 11 starts this year. He was, I think, 5-1 with a 2.26 ERA.
yeah. When he was
He's going to be
healthy, he was good.
he's going to be sorely missed in that bullpen. Right now, analytics had we're playing the Diamondbacks, so that'll be exciting.
In a short series, they're fine.
Yes.
It's when if they make the NLDS is when they're going to have issues. When they run into a team like Atlanta that's going to be able to throw 3, 4 aces, Yeah, it's
It's
not.
going
It
to be
doesn't
tough.
bode well. But you
And
got to
Atlanta
rely on your
is rocking
bullpen.
a 26.4% chance to win the World Series. They're
Yeah, it's just
fucking
not.
12% higher than the next, which is the
Yeah.
Dodgers at 14.4. But I trust in the Brewers bullpen, to be honest with you. And 91 wins is no joke. That is a fun season. Although
All
if
it
you go
takes
look
is
at
a
the, if you go
second
look
hot.
at what is it, the AL East with the Rangers and the Mariners there, and the fucking Houston Astros. Holy shit!
Hey, shout out to the Detroit Tigers, who finished with 78 fucking wins this year.
Oh
Second
yeah, bro.
place in the division.
We're
We were
definitely going to talk
so
about that.
we were
I was
so
way
fucking wrong on that. We were so
way
wrong.
No, I don't want to. Okay, so it did take players outperforming and one pitcher going, I don't want to leave Detroit for this to happen. And I could not foresee that. I thought for sure that we would do the same fucking thing we do every year and we sell at the seller's fucking deadline. We tried, and Detroit was like, no. The heart of the city was like, no. I don't know how this happened, but hell yeah, dude. Congratulations, Detroit Tigers. Miguel Cabrera's final season, it went out almost as glorious as it possibly could have.
Did you see the cleats they gave him made out of baseballs from all of his memories throughout? That was fucking sweet. He was crying. He was tearing up pretty good there when they gave him
his
that.
kids had they did him well. They did him so well. And now he's transitioning into a front office position. It's exciting times for Detroit. Maybe not so much the Pistons, but
I think if he's in
the Red Wings coming up.
Yeah. You think he's good in
the
like
Lions are doing good.
Yeah.
No, he's special operations to baseball fucking program. So you got the president and the GM and then Cabrera.
So they basically gave him like a board of directors type position.
They gave him the only other spare set of keys to the kingdom, basically.
The injuries or not, the man played out his contract. He honored his commitment to that team. Whether he was hurt or not, he still freaking honored his commitment.
He gave me one of the greatest seasons of all time to watch, dude. The Triple Crown season.
Yeah, the Maglio Ordonez, they had freaking that was a team, man. That was a team.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was fun. But reminisce all we want. We've got the Brewers in the playoffs now. We've got the Diamondbacks coming up. We've got a 52-ish or greater % chance of getting out of this one. The Diamondbacks started off hot-ish for a wild card standing team. And honestly, out of everything I was listening to leading up to the playoffs, I did not expect us to see the fucking Diamondbacks in this series. They fell off, and they fell off hard. So did the Cubbies. So did the fucking Reds. Really
yeah. Bad. The Diamondbacks got a few good players, but they're an aging team.
Yeah, so I'll be there. The wife and I will be there Tuesday. So tomorrow, actually. 6.
Tomorrow.
Game one. So that'll be exciting. That's good for baseball news right now. The best teams, ERA among playoff teams right now. The Brewers with a 3.71 ERA, followed by the Blue Jays, 3.78, Tampa Bay, 3.86, the Twins, 3.87, and Baltimore at 3.89. But when you're the Braves hitting 1,200 runs a game, you don't got to have a very low ERA.
They
got 3 or 4 players going over 40. Okay, I do need to bring this up, and this is a hot topic, and I get it, but enough of the fucking shit about goddamn stolen bases this year. This is the first year with the pitch clock and the enlarged bases. Your congratulations, Acuna Jr. The 40-70 season is fantastic, right? But this is the first year of this. This is literally just the bar, right? We're setting the bar this year. We don't know who's going to do better next year. This isn't an untouchable fucking stat. We got to get out of the past with this one because nobody's ever done this. The other motherfuckers didn't have a pitch clock and a base 1/3 the size bigger than what it was yesteryears. So we'll
see. Give it 5 years. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
5 to 10 years. Absolutely. If nobody comes close to the 40-70 in 5 to 10 years, I'll get a tattoo of the dude on my thigh. All right. Just somebody come back and bait check this shit for all I fucking care. Doesn't. And in my world, to throw little guidelines to this, if you're getting 60, if the average for a great stolen base player becomes 50 or greater, 70 is not that out of this world. I want to see 90. If you're telling me that this is great, I want to see somebody do 40-90. I want a 5,100 season. You can't tell me that it's not unheard of now. Oh boy, I got 70. So hopefully in the next 10 years, we see a 5,100.
Yeah,
that'd be wild.
We'll see.
That'd be wild. All right. So I've been beating around the bush long enough. The Lions kicked our fucking ass.
Yeah, there's not much to say about that. That was a team of destiny. Detroit is actually on the rise, and good for them. Honestly, this is, if you are a true Packer fan and you believe that the Packers are just going to steamroll the Lions, nobody believed that. Come on, if you don't believe that. Detroit is a good football team.
Absolutely. Absolutely. My quick fixes of the week for the Green Bay Packers: run the fucking ball. I have no idea what you're doing with Jordan Love right now, but you're making it really hard for the rest of us not to yell at the dude. Run the fucking ball, Matt. Don't know where you came out of the gate with 6 straight passes. That is ridiculous. I don't know who you thought you had out on that fucking field. I don't know where you thought your offensive line was coming from. I don't know why I didn't see Aaron Jones more, but fucking wild. And when you have a team who runs the ball 40 fucking times, there is something really wrong with your defense. And to hear Joe Barry come on, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but to hear Joe Barry come out to the media and go, every team isn't going to run 40 times. Fuck you, Joe Barry. You know why they ran 40 fucking times? Because you can't stop the run. And the answers you were given at the fucking media were bullshit. The questions you were being asked were coddled, and it's trash. It's absolute trash. Green Bay, guess what? If you're a running back, if fucking anybody on your fantasy team is a running back playing against Green Bay, put them in. They're worse than the Broncos. They're worse than fucking Miami. They're worse than goddamn any other fucking run defense right now. It is absolute trash. Hot, wet, garbage trash.
See, this is the thing that I want to roll back to. I think you're going to agree with me on this. Yeah. Like you said, the media was coddling with their questions. Why? I don't understand. Why would you do that? You're getting the answers that you want to hear as a sports news organization, so that it's good media for you. Like it's good pub. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
When you got here, Joe, the defense was bad. And the run game, stopping the run game was atrocious. Well, and now that you're here, Joe, the run, we're still having a hard time with the run. And we're wondering if, shut the fuck up. Hey, Joe, why can't you stop the run, bro? Why? Don't tell me, because your answer is you have the personnel. But your question, your answers last week was, I got to put people in position to make better plays, except you're sitting here and you're watching them run the same fucking run over and over again, going, wow, when's it going to stop? And, oh, yeah, it's hard for the defense to transition out. I don't hear other defensive coordinators saying this. I don't see other teams having this much trouble with it that are in the position Green Bay's in, that has the players on the fucking field that Green Bay has on the field.
Yeah.
You don't see other teams. You know who like this? The fucking Bears, who are just in shambles right now. Not the Green Bay fucking Packers. And if the organization doesn't fucking care, then I don't care.
No.
And I bought a ticket to this next game because my wife went. But like, my wife wants to go. I get it, right? But you cannot expect the fans. It's like hearing Mike Tomlin come up to the fucking microphone and go, oh yeah, we got to do something different. Now you got to do something different, Mike. You walked the fuck out with a few wins at the beginning of the season, got lucky as fuck, and walked up there like you were cocky as shit. Didn't change a goddamn thing. And now you're saying, oh, no, yeah, we can't keep doing this. Mike, you're better than that. And here we are at the Green Bay Packers. You're fucking better than that. Don't give me this shit. Joe Barry showed you nothing for 2 years. What made anybody think he was going to do something different on year 3 blows my mind. You can't make that much money.
Here's the thing. That defense is actually worse than the Packers. They looked awful. They looked awful last week. Pittsburgh looked terrible.
Way. Oh, horrible, dude. Horrible. Pittsburgh offensively is the worst team in the NFL. They've got the least of Wow, we both
you can't say
disagree.
Barry has made some adjustments. He's gotten that defense to play. It's just be consistent. Figure it out. Figure it out before the fourth quarter is what I should say. Before it's too fucking late.
I just don't see it. The
It's not
run.
going to happen. It won't happen.
No, the run. He has nothing to stop the run. We have players making plays that are making Joe Barry's defense look like it's okay. We have great players making great plays. That's all it is.
Yeah,
but he can't stop the run.
No.
Nothing he has done has stopped the run. He is expecting those players who are making plays that make him look good to somehow magically make another good play somewhere they don't even fucking belong.
And what's going to happen? A player is going to get hurt because they're doing it. They're out of position. They're going to get hurt because he doesn't give a shit.
He just doesn't. He's bad at his job. It is what it is.
Yeah, say what it is. Piss poor coaching.
How can you pay these people so much? Oh, I spent the last 72 hours watching the last 100 runs against our defense. What?
Cool.
What? Why are you going all the way back that far? 3 weeks ago, you should have been looking at week 1. 2 weeks ago, you should have been looking at week 3. 1 week ago, you should have been looking at week 4. Where the fuck have you been, dude?
Hiding in his fucking basement, apparently.
And the same thing continues to happen. That's my point. It's the same fucking thing over and over again. It's making me go crazy, dude.
Well,
it's making me go crazy.
They're not going to fire him this year.
No.
They're going to roll with it. So we're going to have to just deal with this the entire season.
And it's a gut punch because arguably, I don't want him to be fired. The moment he's fired, Jordan Love's going to get it even worse. And Green Bay fans need to calm down on fucking Jordan Love. We are 2-2. The dude, it doesn't okay, we drafted him 3 fucking years ago. The NFL is fast. Sitting on the bench is a hell of a lot different.
I've noticed this because we're Michigan fans. When you have one of the largest fan bases in the NFL and then Michigan and the NCAA, you have a lot of terrible fans. And you can honestly agree with this because look how many Packer fan groups there are. There's thousands of fan groups and there's tens of thousands of people in those groups.
Fan groups. It's nuts. I've attempted to go to a couple and have waited so long to be accepted to comment. The only comment that usually gets through is "fuck you guys, I'm leaving." And then when I leave the group, I get a notification your comment was posted.
Yeah. It's a hard pill to swallow, but as a fan of the game, you just have to keep a cool head because there's so many stupid people. There's so many bad fans. So many bad fans.
They're humans on the field, for one. We do have to remember that. Especially like that 4-letter network and a bunch of people just blowing into Zach fucking Wilson right now, which we'll jump on that later on in the show.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm so frustrated.
Like I make memes and I make jokes and little funny things, but it's all like humorous. It's not like to completely downplay a dude's character or demoralize him as a human being. I feel like some people take this shit way too fucking far.
No, I agree. We're 2-2, and outside of the loss to the Falcons, which I blame Joe fucking Barry.
That one is on. I guess the entire team, both play calling was terrible in both those games. But
regardless,
here's the kicker too. And I don't know if you follow Kurt Benkert on Twitter. You should, because
I do.
He says that he's pointed out on 30 plays this year that the offensive line has not played terrible. It's the receivers are running the wrong routes.
Yes,
they're young. They just don't. And Love, and that's why Love's holding on to the ball because he doesn't know what to do with it. What am I supposed to do when dudes are running the wrong routes? Because you remember what Rodgers used to do when they'd run the wrong route, he'd go. Well, he was pointing his fingers here, there, and he was yelling at people, cursing them out. Fuck you doing?
No, I agree. There is a lot going on in Jordan Love's world that he is handling really well.
Yeah,
this David Bakhtiari situation is absolutely ridiculous. Our offensive line, I can't remember an offensive line looking like this for the last few years.
It's like Swiss cheese. Yeah,
it's really bad. We're not playing Aaron Jones like we should be. Dylan's not running the ball like he could be. Yeah, there's a lot going on with the offense. But we knew that coming into this. That is not something that is befuddling at all. And arguably, the defense is just wild.
We all knew the
But it's
offense
week
was
4.
we knew the offense was going to be a work in progress, but we thought the defense would be solid. Solid at
Something
best, you know?
other than a gaseous liquid.
Yeah, they're the worst. Aren't you the third to they're like third to last defensive rush defense in the NFL.
It's just crazy to me, man. Anywho, I mean but I don't want to take away from the Lions, man. They played a great game. They played a great scheme, and the only thing that I can really say the fuck out of Lambeau stands. Why opposing teams think in any world that you should jump into an opposing fans fucking stadium, just
people are so bitter though. You're so bitter over that. Why be bitter over that? He jumped in with Lions fans. Who gives a shit? If you're really buttered,
no. I don't care about that. No, I don't care about that. You're going to get beer poured on you. Suck it the fuck up.
That's assault, right? You can't do that. You can't pour it because who knows what the fuck is it? Who knows what was in that can? There could have been spit, piss in there. You can't just pour shit on people. That's ignorant. And that woman is, by the way, in deep shit. So if anybody knows,
she is.
Don't do that.
Yeah. I'm a firm stance. For one, the intent by the Detroit Lions player was malicious. It wasn't that it was a Lambeau fucking leap. It wasn't that he was jumping into his fans. It was that Detroit was smacking Green Bay and he wanted to Lambeau leap it to solidify it. You're fucking crazy. Why are you doing that?
But here's the thing. If you don't like what's going on, you fucking stop it.
Yeah, I know that's on the field. I'm talking about the fan and the fan interaction with the player. This is a rivalry game, dude. Who doesn't jump in the fucking fans? Dallas Cowboys playing Philadelphia at Philadelphia. Fucking Washington play. Why don't they jump into the fans in Philadelphia?
Because they've got fucking terrible fans. Those are
because
assholes.
They'll throw that. Because you just don't see it anywhere else in the league.
I think Green Bay might be one of the only places you can do it. I think
apparently in Cincinnati there's something called the jungle jump. I swear to fucking God.
I don't even want to
jungle jump. That's what they're calling it, right?
Did you see that? Did you see that thing with the Cincinnati Bengals thing with Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals? And I think it had something to do with the Tiger guy, and he's in prison or whatever, like the Tiger King.
Oh yeah, the Tiger King.
he had his lawyer send the Cincinnati Bengals a cease and desist order to stop using his name, image, and likeness. Apparently there's some kind of like poster or something that's got the jungle, the Tiger King or something, and it's like a Bengal tiger, and he's in this outfit, and he looks like Joe Exotic.
Which aren't in a jungle, by the way. There are no tigers in a jungle, but the Bengal, the jungle jump. But anywho, the way I'm looking at it, if you come up into my face while you're already disrespecting me on the field and try to disrespect me more, how do you not expect something to happen? That just blows my mind.
Somebody said that woman wasn't supposed to be. She wasn't. Though he jumped into Lions fans, and she came from 3 rows back from them and poured beer on them.
That has malicious intent, and fuck that bitch.
Yeah, I think that's why she. I think that's why people are pissed about it. Had she, like you said, had they done that, it would have looked like she spilt it on them. Like, oh, just throw your beer can down. Oh, hey, get off. Or the Packers have done this before. Fans have shoved them away. It's not that this isn't the first time that This isn't the first Lambeau leap in Green Bay.
No, you just don't do it. It doesn't make sense. Because if we come to your stadium and take a shit in the middle of your field, everyone cries. What are you disrespecting my stadium for? What the fuck are you going into a Lambeau leap for?
Expect Green Bay to try to do a Detroit Lions leap in the end zone if they score a touchdown against them. Expect it. Something's going to happen. Or expect a crazy celebration.
Here's the other kicker, too. As a Packer fan, we need to buckle in because there's a lot of built up rage from the NFC North towards Green Bay. And I'm going to put the NFL on notice. Y'all haven't heard of the Detroit Lions fans because they've sucked for a really long time. Get ready for somebody to look at Philadelphia and go, yo, hold my beer. I know a lot of really close Lions fans. I love them deeply. I love them dearly. But yeah, I'm telling you, in a couple of years, because Detroit's going to be good, and it looks like they're going to be good for a long time. I'm excited for them. I don't see anybody beating the 49ers this year.
I'm telling you,
next year.
We say this, but the way they're overusing McCaffrey, he's going to get hurt. He is going to get hurt.
He didn't play him at all in the fourth quarter.
It doesn't matter how many rushes he's having, how much they're using him. This is exactly what happened in Carolina. You're using him for your entire offense. They use them as their entire offense, and they're circling around him, because what teams are figuring out is if they block everybody else, San Francisco can be one-dimensional.
The biggest thing I think with San Francisco is Brock Purdy.
They haven't played any fantastic. That's the kicker.
Well, while as fantastic as Brock is,
what's he going to do against the pass rush? Because that's what Philadelphia did to him.
Well, what he did was dump it off to Christian McCaffrey, and that's arguably what happened in this game. Arizona came after Brock hard, and Christian McCaffrey tore him up.
Well, it's also Arizona.
I'm not sure.
It's Arizona. So
who just beat the hell out of Dallas?
Dallas is fake. We said Dallas is fake. Dallas is fake.
I understand. You ain't got to tell me nothing. Dallas will figure out a way to blow themselves in the face. They did against Arizona, but it's a different universe. I'm not disagreeing with you on the usage. I'm trying to pull it up right now, actually. I happen to know somebody who has them on their fantasy team.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. That's what I said. I can't. There's just certain players that they cannot stay healthy. You can't even name the last year that he was healthy. He didn't have an injury season, because it hasn't happened. I don't believe. I don't think he's played a full 16 games.
He's only had 78 carries in 4 games. That's a hell of a lot less than he's had moving forward.
That's carries. How many carries? How many receptions does he have, though? They're overusing him.
I can't dig into that, though. The fact of the matter, though, is that Christian McCaffrey's getting the ball because he's open. San Francisco has too many weapons. You got Deebo Samuel, you got a guard who's way out there. You got Brandon Ayuk, who's out there. You got.
Let's see what their schedule. I want to see if their schedules. I feel like they could. Do you think they could run the table?
The 49ers?
Yeah, I didn't look.
Well, I tell you what. That week 5, Sunday night, Cowboys at 49ers.
Oh,
so we're about to
see something. Yeah, you're right.
We're about to see something.
Damn, yeah, that's gonna be a football game.
We're about to see something. That'll be a great game.
Just the way that you said it, I was like, yeah, I wanted to see how tough their schedule is. They do go to the Eagles, so that'll be tough.
Yeah,
That's the toughest game they got on their schedule.
They can't help it that their division is trash.
But I'm just saying they have a very easy schedule. That's the toughest game they have. I can see them winning every game if they get past Dallas, like I said.
Yeah, which is only better for Brock Purdy, and arguably also the usage of the players in games right now. So the 49ers have scored over 30 points in all 4 games, and their starters have left the game somewhere at the end of the 3rd or the beginning of the 4th.
They've been resting. They've been resting, guys. They know what's a long season. Yeah.
Christian, you can't help it that the old boy gets the fucking ball and breaks a 65-yarder every other hand.
I'm not playing you this week, Charles. I don't care that he's got 4 touchdowns. I'm just saying I'm looking out for his.
Bro, did you see that?
For his health. Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude!
Yeah,
bro. If fucking the Steelers were dog shit, I would have hit 200 this week.
Yeah, I know. I took a big L this week with Adam.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Devontae. Man, the scuttlebutt on him coming back. But let's break out of the Packer funk. The Packer funk's going to be what it's going to be. Don't jump at Lambeau Field. Fuck off with Jordan Love and fuck Joe Barry.
All right, there you go. Fuck. All we can agree on that one is fuck Joe Barry and stay out of the goddamn. Fuck Joe Barry and stay out of the stands.
Stay out of the stands. I got to tell you, man, CJ Stroud is looking like a dog for Texas.
Well, he only has a 50% completion percentage, though.
Bro, he had another 300-yard game, multiple touchdowns, and no interceptions yet again. And we're talking about a Houston team who has a Swiss cheese of an offensive line. I'm really and I hate it. I hate saying it, but damn it. I really what I'm seeing from CJ.
He's very capable of getting away and eluding defenders. I'll give him that much.
And he could throw the ball. Man, can he throw the ball? He could throw the ball really well.
Yeah. It's just
so
who's he got to get him an offensive line.
And who's he throwing it to? Tank Dell, fucking Nico Collins.
Hey, man, Nico Collins is from Michigan.
I know this. I'm not, but I'm saying that his completion percentage has more to do with wide receivers not catching the ball.
I don't think his completion percentage is high. He hits them deep. Like most of his passes are over 20 yards. And like you said, though, a lot of that is because he doesn't have time to throw the ball. Like that's why his incompletions are so high. Is because he's like, dude, I got to throw it away. Fuck, guys in my face. Fuck, throw it away.
He's doing really well. He's doing.
No, I agree. I hate to say it. I'm wearing a fucking Michigan shirt right now.
Yes, I know.
I absolutely hate to say it. Yeah. But when dudes are in the NFL, I don't feel that way.
No, it's got to be different.
Yeah. I want everybody to succeed.
Even though when the name comes across, Ohio State, still pisses me off.
Charles, I always say this. I want everybody in the NFL to succeed except for the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm starting to feel bad for Chicago. Man, am I starting to feel bad for Chicago, dude. Oh, my God.
Yeah. They got to be used to it, though. I mean, they
haven't won a game since October. Oh, boy, went to the fucking stand like it was like, all right, this is normal. I was thinking to myself, man, when Fields leaves the locker room, does he go, all right, let's go. Let's do this. It's a media thing.
He hyped himself up for the press conference at the end of the game.
He's got the punching bag answers down. I got to be better. Man, you hear that every week. I got to be
Here's
better.
The thing, Charles, I watched about a quarter and a half of that game, and that loss is not on him. That loss is on that godforsaken defense. That defense is absolute dog shit.
Absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Had almost a perfect quarterback.
And then the blows keep coming to Chicago. Now you've got this Chase Claypool situation where he was a healthy scratch from the game. The coach came out and was like, yeah, he had an option to show up, and he just didn't show up. And then the organization came out and was like, we didn't give him no fucking option. We told him to stay home. We're looking to trade him, and if we can't trade him, we're going to drop his ass because he's toxic in the locker room.
I 100% applaud the Chicago Bears for that decision. That is something that I agree with. But like you said, fire everybody.
Fire all coaches. Yeah, because that coaching staff has ruined fucking Justin Fields. They've ruined that fucking staff.
Charles, you might have a future as a NFL analyst, because the last two YouTube videos that were your hot takes on like the Minnesota Vikings trade, the people are absolutely fucking loving that. They're like, yeah, give us fucking Jefferson and give us nothing. Yeah, so I'm thinking that we should probably have one of these a week. We'll pick a team that has an issue moving forward, and we'll be like, all right, this is what this team needs to do next year to fix it. And like you said, Minnesota needs to trade and get a quarterback or something. I don't know, trade for something.
We need to trade for something. Absolutely. Because you got to think of it this way, right?
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins in Denver.
Yeah, can't be worse.
Can't be worse. I think Kirk Cousins is better than Russell Wilson. That's right. I really do. I mean,
it's just not a good system. I think he's washed up. Not to be mean, but I think Russell's washed up.
I agree. I think.
I'm not saying he can't be an NFL quarterback. He did win a game.
My next hot take that's probably going to go super live was me saying that this is Bill Belichick's last year. And I promise you it's coming down to the fucking wire with this dude.
Dude,
he has not won since Tom Brady.
Dude, have you heard about the Mac Jones thing? The Mac Jones,
and that started.
Dude, the rumblings that the players have dirt on him, that he's a dirty. Not only is he a dirty player, but he's a dirty person off the field, locker room guy. He's an asshole, and all he does is like talk shit, and he does that because you remember the little cup tap that he did with Gardner Jones or whatever, the guy for the Jets. Yeah. What the fuck was that all about? Did he grab his nuts or?
If you're in that world, you're a dirty player. You could go back to the tape. You look at all them Cincinnati players.
The slides, right? The slides with his feet like up like this. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't disagree.
Whatever.
I don't disagree.
Let his teammates.
I am befuddled with Bill though, bro. I am like, How many starting quarterbacks are benched multiple times?
It's not often because usually you lose your job and you
Right.
never get it back. You know what I
Now think
mean?
of it. How many
Yeah.
times have Mac Jones been sit after the first half?
Well, God,
3 or 4?
yeah, because they had Zappy in there last year. You got benched for
3 or yeah,
Zappy.
3 or 4?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, how many times they gonna bench this motherfucker?
Can
No,
we talk about
he's still our starting quarterback
Can
moving
we talk
forward.
about the white elephant though? The fact that Zeke said they gonna feed me. They gonna feed me. And what did Dallas do? Oh, Dallas fed y'all, right? They fed you grass because they put your ass in the dirt the whole fucking game. The whole fucking game.
Yeah, I'm
How'd that
mad I
mulch
drafted
taste?
him.
Yeah. I don't understand that.
Somebody
It's
picked him
me.
up.
Let's just skip to the part where everybody wants us to talk about, and that is the Kansas City New York Jets game. And go ahead, Charles, and just fucking lay into it as deep as you want because I'm here to listen to this cut as much as anybody else is.
So I sent you a message
Yeah.
earlier during that game. I did not think it was possible for me to ever root for the New York Jets. Not before the Aaron Rodgers thing, nothing. I just never really liked the Jets. I didn't like Ryan there, blah, 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 blah. Last night, my wife comes out and goes, babe, I really want the Jets to win. I'm like, why? Fuck Taylor Swift. I'm like, whoa. I agree. I said, this is the absolute biggest bunch of farce I've ever seen in my life. And I totally understand the NFL standpoint on this. Oh, yeah, our ratings went up. Travis Kelce shot 400%. But here we are again, where every commentator, every 12 seconds, at one point, the commentator said, we're sorry we can't talk more about Taylor Swift, but this football game got interesting. Because it is a football game.
They said this
Dude,
shit?
they said that was the exact fucking words from them. I'm sorry we can't talk about Taylor Swift. This football game actually got interesting.
You know what I did see? I saw an Instagram post of they had how many commercials had Taylor Swift in them about her,
Just Taylor
new
Swift
movie.
commercials.
Yeah, and then it was Kelsey commercials, and then it was like something about Kansas City, and then there was one with Andy Reid commercial, and then the ketchup. Oh, that commercial where he's eating the nuggets or whatever. Yeah, they dude, come on. We're not blind. We see what the fuck's going on. This is a big publicity stunt for you guys to make
It's a massive publicity, but you're doing it to the wrong fucking people. Us NFL fans don't give two shits about Taylor Swift. The only reason we're at a Taylor Swift concert mostly is because you have a kid who wanted to go. But you've even got this YouTube fucking thing going on. Like, even the YouTube TV was like, oh, straight up Swiftie. Listen,
I don't get it.
I love your music.
I don't get it.
We were both young when I first saw you. I took your hands. All right, we love fucking Taylor Swift. That's cool, but get the fuck out of the NFL. Like this,
like I said,
watch your fucking boyfriend. Watch your team. That's cool. But all these cameras focusing on fucking Taylor Swift. What the fuck are you doing? I heard more about Taylor Swift during a Monday Night Football game than I did Zach Wilson. And you want to know one of the coolest fucking stats about that football game? That for the first time in Patrick Mahomes' fucking career, he was outplayed by a quarterback. A quarterback threw for more yards, a quarterback threw for more touchdowns, and a quarterback had a higher QBR for the first fucking time. And not only the NFL, but also Patrick Mahomes' college fucking career. But instead,
it can't be the first time.
It's the very first time, bro.
How? They've lost football games. How can that be the first time?
But Patty's had a better QBR or more yards or more touchdowns. This is the first fucking time in Mahomes' career.
Remember we talked about that too. I sent you that video of the holding call that wasn't, and they watched the flag come out after the interception. People need to just chill the fuck out. You think the NFL's rigged? Do I believe there's some piss poor fucking calls? Yeah, but to say it's rigged is fucking child's play. You guys
why did they rig this fucking game so Taylor Swift's boyfriend could win? Is that really what the New York Jets are fucking thinking right now?
Yeah, fuck the Jets.
Oh my god!
Did you see that? Did you see the guy say that there's only room for one Madonna on the sidelines, and Aaron was walking down there with Taylor Swift, and I thought that was fucking hilarious. There's only room for one.
When you're at a football game in New York,
yeah,
There's hundreds of celebrities
Oh, there's
there.
yes. I did trust me. I
Name
don't.
one time we've ever
Yeah.
seen one. Why is this a big deal now?
Yeah, usually it's
And
only the playoffs or the Super Bowl. They bring the fans out for that
I
stuff, you
just
know?
don't. We don't care. We
No.
don't care. You know
This is
what? You want a Taylor Swift version of the NFL? Put it on Disney fucking Plus with your Toy Story game,
here's the
and
thing.
send them all to your streaming service.
Did you see that they had the thing up there where they posted a Swifty sighting? Like they did it like 4 or 5 times, and I'm like, if
Be,
this is gonna be a fucking ongoing thing, I'm not watching a goddamn
no, I
Kansas
won't
City
ever
football
again.
game.
Before the actual game, they had the cast from The Voice explain football to the new NFL fans. Hashtag Swifties.
Your shit.
They had a fucking
Did you
3-minute
did you
segment.
see all of the people that made their own like homemade Travis Kelce jerseys and they spelled it Kalsey? Like there's a bunch of jerseys that were all misspelled. Like they made the jerseys themselves with t-shirts and stuff. These are the this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring children into the NFL that are fans of Taylor Swift. Hey, don't get me wrong. I don't like her as a musician. I don't care what she does in her personal life, but for God's sake, she doesn't belong in football. Not one iota.
To the level that we've received the last 2 weeks, this doesn't belong.
What happens if she replaces the Monday Night Football theme song? I'm going to absolutely lose my fucking shit.
Yeah, I was already pissed when they got rid of old Williams Jr.
Yeah.
Hanky.
Yankee poo.
But it's
Charles,
it's mine.
R.I.P. Tim Wakefield, by the way, too. He passed away he was battling cancer. The old knuckleballer, the old Hall of Fame knuckleballer himself. 57 years old, I believe he was. Many years with ball.
Francis just passed away in a fucking plane crash too.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Many prayers out to their family and fans and loved ones. That's the thing about sports. We watch these people growing up with our parents, with our loved ones, with our friends. For the most part, we talk to them more than we talk to some of our family members on Sunday screaming at the television. Heart goes out to all of you.
Absolutely. There's another thing that, to change the subject and to get on more of a heartfelt type of positive note that you and I really wanted to get into this. The fact that the announcers are absolute dog shit this year. And dude, bring back the good announcers, man. Bring back the Pat Summeralls. I don't give a shit that he was an alcoholic. He was fucking entertaining as shit. Hey, we had Pat Summerall freaking drinking beers and mixing cocktails with John Madden while John Madden's diddling on the fucking screen. We had freaking the Green Bay Packers had a shit ton of guys that were cracking beers on the radio all the time. My dad freaking tells me this all the time that you could hear. They didn't even edit it out. They didn't have a pause button back then. It was like they're here cracking beers.
It is getting very annoying. It's becoming unwatchable.
If you guys want that voice, absolutely. If you've heard Charles and I talk, Charles can lead you into some angelic freaking storytelling plays. Absolutely. We could call the game for you if you really want us to. We'll do it.
Very much so. Very much. It doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't. I don't understand how they can be so piss poor.
This new phase where instead of telling me about the game, you're telling me about how you are feeling currently in that moment while watching the game from the position you're watching it in.
And I thought this was just blowouts that we were talking about, but then I actually watched a couple games this weekend. College, it didn't matter if it was college because the Big Ten Network was doing it too. I watched an SEC game. And I don't want to call it these announcers because I don't just want to throw shade at everybody, but this is around the horn. This is every freaking.
Why are we the ones telling you Notre Dame had 10 men on the field for 2 fucking plays?
I like that people go that you guys had to edit that and cut that out. I go, no, that's a full episode. Charles did not edit that. That was a straight up freaking 3-minute rant that he went on about Notre Dame having 10 men out on the field twice, back to back. So whoever commented. Whoever commented and said, nice edit, that is not an edit. Charles freaking went full bore with that. And you can watch like the 3 to 5 minutes that he has going off on it. Because if you really think that we only have an opinion based off of things that happen and then we react to it, That's not how it is. We have unedited episodes. Charles and I don't rehearse this shit. We don't write this shit down. He has notes, and that's about it. And that's just talking points for him. Other than that, it's 100% off the top of our heads.
Most of the time, it looks like this.
Yeah, look at that note. Yeah.
Or I got to go into an album and pull up a screenshot that I saw, which is something I'm about to do.
Makes me laugh. It makes me laugh that people think that our stuff's edited, like that we edit.
I love that people think that, right? Because
it's funny.
We are professional
amateur armchair quarterbacks.
We are professional amateur armchair quarterbacks. We're PAQ something. We're pack. We're packs.
Packs. Yeah.
Hold on. There's something up in this that I need to. Oh yeah. I pretty much touched the base on all of that. Thanks for reminding me.
I guess college football, a couple things we can touch on.
We'll jump into
we'll touch on the fact that the Georgia Auburn game. Did you happen to see the play that was in question? People are saying that it was rigged. They're saying, "Oh, that's great that they let Georgia win that game." And I was like, if you are the number one team in the country and you're struggling, which they were, you're going to get some calls. You don't get to be that good, and they're going to get the benefit of the doubt, just like LeBron James and all these guys get foul calls when they probably weren't fouled when they go to the lane. It's just the way that it is.
Do you know how we get rid of this, Pat?
But we haven't got to that point yet. But
take the fucking humans off the field. Take them off the field. Put AI on the field as refs. Put them on the field as the fucking umps. Put them on the field. Put them on the pitch. Put them on the hardwood. Put them on the diamond.
But they can't even read our text messages correctly. You think they're going to get the call correct?
Can't be any worse than what we got.
What do you think?
Can't be any worse than Angel Hernandez, or whatever the fuck his name is. Angel.
I'm throwing this out there for you. What would an AI refereed football game consist of? We can put a sensor in the football for first downs and for fumbles and stuff like that.
Do you know how I know it would work, bro?
But how would you do it? How would you do it for penalties, though?
Do you know how I know the technology is there? The Toy Story game. That's what I'm saying. It's that fucking easy, dude. There's that many cameras, bro, to get them angles to build those fucking players on that fucking screen, right? Cameras and them same angle.
Well, we've seen those angles though. Amazon has those. You've seen Amazon's got the, Amazon when you're watching a Prime game, they've got the drones overhead and they're like over the players' heads and they're looking up at them and shit. Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Yeah. So it's there. It's already there. It's already being used.
It's going to be implemented soon. I can see it happening soon.
For one, Vegas, it's literally going to take Vegas losing money for this to change quickly.
Why?
But it's already happening in baseball.
Why? They would be able to edit it even more. They'd be able to alter it even more.
In a 7-day game schedule, 4 of the 7 days are umped by a computer. And that computer then sends a message live to the umpire, and the umpire calls a strike. Now, the benches, the coaches, have the ability to, and so do the players also. The player has the ability to say, no, that wasn't a strike. And the fucking AI is right way more than it's wrong. Way more. I'm talking way more, dude.
We know that baseball is an easy one. Baseball can be done without an umpire, 100%.
Yeah.
Because there's already instant replay for around the bases. There's instant replay for catches. There's instant replay for at home. There's instant replay for the damn. The only thing there isn't in baseball is, like you said, the strike zone. And we've had the strike zone thing since the fucking 90s. They've had that ball.
So the field situation is super simple. You would just put sensors under the grass.
Yeah. That's not hard.
You have more than enough cameras with more than enough angles just to see what's going on.
The football one is going to be difficult with like pass interference and with holding and other penalties that aren't seen. Only our officials on the field can see, that are like, because sometimes they're within a couple feet of these guys. Cameras can't really see everything.
So I 100% agree with you on the football.
The football ultimately, It's getting
Ultimately,
there.
what it's
It's
well,
getting
I
there.
think the
It'll
only
get
thing it
there.
can come down to with the football is instant replay.
It's
And
gonna
the
be the
only
aerial. Yeah.
and the only thing I keep hearing about instant replay is let's not ruin the game with instant replay. Let's the games take long enough
Well,
as it
don't
is with
I don't
instant replay.
necessarily mean ruin the game when I
But
say that.
no, I
He
agree.
makes the game take forever, and I do agree with that. We don't want every play to be instant replay, but yes, every play that's important needs to be fucking instant replay because we need to see
Right.
if it's the right fucking
Well,
call.
see, that's the thing that befuddles me when I hear people come back with that
Exactly.
comment,
Yeah.
right? I don't want the game to take forever. I don't want the fucking game to take forever either. But we all agree that these calls that continue to fuck the game over need to be reviewed. It's a list of 5, maybe 10, and it's
Hey,
not going to put any more into the game than it's already there. It's
did you know
actually
that?
going to make the game better.
Did you know if Notre Dame would have took that penalty, like you said, he didn't want to take the penalty, they would have lost 6 inches.
Yeah.
Six
That's just a
inches.
stupid, boneheaded call by
You
a
know?
dumb coach. That
Yeah.
was a dumb coaching call. You were not prepared. And if you're not prepared, how are you there?
I think they're gonna get waxed by
They
USC
almost got
anyway.
beat by Duke, bro.
I think Duke was the better football team. I think they've had the quarterback not
I
gotten
do
hurt,
too.
they would have lost that game.
Yeah. And it's so frustrating to me, right? To think of what could have been had Notre Dame put 11 fucking people on the field on the pitch like they're supposed to. It's weird that football's played that way. You actually get a penalty for having too many.
Yeah, and you didn't have
Um,
enough twice.
Twice. Once after a timeout. After a fucking timeout.
Once before the timeout and once after the timeout.
It's crazy to me. And not enough
Hey,
people were talking about that.
hey,
I do need to bring up Trent Dilfer real quick.
sure,
The
go ahead.
UAB. A couple people have reached out to me too, asked an opinion on that. And I love Trent's passion and I love Trent's fire.
Yeah.
But what he did on that fucking sideline is going to cost him his job, or it should. Because I'm not sending
Yeah.
people to play. I'm not coaching with that dude. Are you kidding me?
No.
Come on. That was way too much. And F you, Booger McFarland. You're a trash human being, just so you know. And for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about when I say that, go look at his takes on human beings over the last, I don't know, 6 weeks. Just there'll be a clip about it sooner rather than later. Sage Steele actually just brought it up too.
I don't quite understand. I don't quite understand where he's coming from 99% of the time before he did any of this shit. It's just
to fucking basically say that Zach Wilson is only the quarterback for the Jets because of white privilege, and it is getting really ridiculous. Just send them to the bleacher already. That's where ESPN. That's where you send everybody that makes a hot take that pisses off white people. So just give them more money and send them away. That's what you do, ESPN.
Espen.
God, it blows my mind sometimes.
Hey, you can say whatever. We're not associated with them. We don't care. And by the way, if we ever get picked up, it's like I said, it's gonna be the Boys in the Woods Sports Network. We'll have our own sports network. Maybe we'll team up with some more local people. We don't care.
I'm not, and again, too, specifically,
don't fucking care, right? Yeah.
No, I don't. I've been watching a hell of a lot more FS1, a lot more Fox.
Yeah.
But it's just none of it is.
We're not going to talk about the fact that the United States Golf Association needs to fucking step up their game. That's all. That's all I want to say about that.
Bad, dude. 30 years.
It's a letdown, Charles. I can't say anything. It's not that we didn't have the golfers. They just didn't have the passion. I don't know what it is. It's just they can't get up for it or something. I don't know what it is.
I can tell you 4 live golfers that should have been on that outside of the captain's picks that were there. And
but
the one captain pick or the 2 captain picks that I think were the absolute perfect was Justin Thomas and Brooks Koepka.
The problem is the problem is we don't even know if they reached out to them and they declined or not because they won't say that.
Yeah, no, they did not reach out to them. No, they did not. Actually, the only reason Brooks Koepka was even on is because he won a major this year.
So this is all completely on the United States for shitting the bed on the selection committee.
Absolutely, 100%. The only way you were going to get into the Ryder Cup as a live golf player was if you won a major. So it didn't even matter if you played well.
All right, shout out, fuck the American Golf Association for not standing up and doing the right thing by allowing the live golfers to play.
And I'm gonna throw this out there too. The entire U.S. sports selection committee needs to like I don't know.
Reevaluate
They need to
themselves,
lose their
do
paychecks
something.
or something. Like people need to
Yeah.
start losing their fucking paychecks over this because we are not putting the best players or the best people or the best humans out there representing the United States. And I'm getting super frustrated watching it. Just because you got a
Hopefully we
loud
fix
mouth
that
doesn't
soon.
mean you belong out there. And the excuses we've been getting, the rest of the world's getting much better.
I like how that's an excuse instead of just saying, yeah, the world is catching up, but that's not to say that you're not still supposed to be winning. That's an
Right.
excuse. That's a cop out.
So when I practice, I like to practice against something that's better than me because
Right.
the only way to get better is to be better. So I understand that, right? There's got to be this level of practice that we have after we've been the bar for so long. And if the competition we've been playing is getting better, how are we also not getting better? That I don't know. It might be way too much common sense.
Dude, you want to know something really funny right now?
Yeah.
I don't know if Amon Green is doing this to troll the Packers, but if you go on Amon Green's Instagram page right now, he's trolling the Green Bay Packers with runs of him running over people. It's just hashtag go green and gold or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Amon Green, like he said, he was
It
a
needs
smash
to
mouth
happen.
fucking football player. It's gotta happen.
These things need to happen for somebody in the upstairs of Green Bay to go, sorry, Joe, it's just not working out.
Right.
Until that happens, I don't care anymore. This is who we are. An organization that's willing to take $800 for you to go sit and watch a pretty special team do some pretty unspecial things.
Yeah.
So the tailgating is always great and the atmosphere is always fantastic. So hell yeah, hashtag Lambeau Field. But it's absolutely frustrating, man. So looking forward to week 5. We'll try and wrap this up. The game I'm excited about, obviously, is the Cowboys 49ers.
Right.
But the Vikings are going to lose to the Chiefs. We just throw that out there. So the Vikings are going to be looking to be 1-4 coming in.
Green Bay can have the knockout punch.
Green Bay can literally be the team that sends Kirk Cousins somewhere else. Yeah, we are looking at a 1-4 Vikings team coming into Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
The Eagles at Rams has some potential. That's going to be a sneaky game. And because of the way the Eagles have been playing,
they play down to their competition like every game, it seems.
I'm picking the Rams next week over Philadelphia. Philadelphia will not be undefeated anymore. I'm picking
Actually, you know what? The name of this podcast episode should be, will the real Miami Dolphins please stand up? Please stand up.
Yeah, because that was one hell of a turnaround. Man, this does not
but you called this.
Further. Yeah.
You called this. You said the Buffalo Bills go as Josh Allen goes. You said that. And that did not really ring in my ears until I started looking at, Allen's on. So guess what? They're freaking rolling.
Yeah, and they basically put 50
burger.
I mean, Miami's defense is going to be what costs them the Super Bowl.
True.
I still have them picked to come out of the AFC as long as Tua stays healthy. I still have Miami.
Right, because Waddle's not healthy right now. They're not healthy. They got a few guys banged up too. So
Vic Fangio will get something figured out, and Miami can score enough.
When they need to.
But I will say that because Miami lost in Buffalo, if the game is in Buffalo, Miami probably doesn't come out of that.
No. Especially if it's a playoff game. Yeah.
Miami probably doesn't go. But I don't trust Buffalo in the playoffs. So I would still put money on Miami. Even in that scenario, I just don't trust Buffalo in the playoffs. Yep. Show me something different. I don't mind losing that bad. But yeah, I still have Miami coming out of the AFC. I don't have anyone beating the 49ers. And I think that will be shown. No, and I think that'll be shown next week. I think the Cowboys, they are not good offensively. The Cowboys are not good offensively. They have scored maybe one fucking red zone touchdown. CeeDee Lamb has one touchdown all season.
Yeah.
Offensively, they are not good. Mike McCarthy is probably gone.
Yeah, they roll with that defense. If that defense is playing well, they're playing well.
I'm telling you, right, dude, the New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys could be looking at head coaches for next year.
It's possible.
That might be some of the biggest talk of the offseason.
We'll give you 100% confidence in the fact that everybody is now saying, Charles called it a while ago, that the Bears could potentially be going back picks in the 2024 NFL draft. I still could not believe that would happen, but after watching Carolina play,
I was way wrong with Washington and Arizona. I can't believe how wrong. I don't understand what Arizona's doing. You guys should not be winning the way you are.
For some reason, I thought maybe Carolina could win about 5 games and they'd get like the 9th or 10th pick, but now it really is looking like a top 3 pick, almost guaranteed.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what fucking matters in that cripple fight that's about to occur in week 6 or 8, whatever it was, when Carolina goes into visit
Hopefully
Chicago.
You don't have a dog in that fight, because that's going to probably be one of the worst games ever.
Oh my God. I think the headline for that game is Ohio State versus Ohio State. Oh no. Bryce Young's Alabama. That's right.
Almost as bad as that Michigan State Iowa football game. That was fucking terrible.
Oh my God.
And by the way, I called that game. I was only off by 3 points for the total score.
Yeah.
I said 21.
Iowa did have a really nice bounce back game. The Steelers, the Ravens at Steelers. I'm really getting sick and tired of people not respecting the Ravens.
Yeah, they're Lamar, man. Lamar
really blows my mind.
As good as that's the thing. Do people forget that he was like an MVP? Like, people just forget that Lamar still plays in the NFL. I feel like people forget he still plays in the NFL. Yeah.
I do not understand the Lamar smoke. Oh, let's see. Texans at Falcons is going to be a good game, but I don't see anything coming from it. Titans at Colts. Yeah. And then, yeah, I guess the big games next week I'm going to be excited about are Cowboys, 49ers, Eagles, Rams, and then Texans, Falcons. But I'm only excited for the Texans game because of CJ Stroud. I like seeing that kid play.
You want to see if Bijan can freaking run too? I like watching him play too.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I was sitting there. I was watching the NFL this week. We probably have to show up on this too. I was watching the NFL this week, and the NFL is in really good hands.
There's a lot of good young players. Yeah.
Oh,
even receivers, good running backs, good quarterback play.
But we need to start focusing more on how important these offense and defensive lines are in the game of football.
I think it's very difficult for teams to keep that as a core. It's not as easy anymore because they're big contracts now. Remember back in the day, those weren't big contracts. Those
and they deserve it, man. Watch it. The Eagles and their tush push. I think Jason Kelce is the key. I think I watch other teams try and do it, and they are so bad, and it looks so easy. I think that center is the key, man. I think it has nothing to do with Jalen Hurts or that running backs.
No.
It's that fucking offensive line, man.
The rugby. I like how everybody calls it the rugby push. Yeah. It's a scrum.
It's a tush push.
They're good at.
It's a tush push.
And
Devontae.
And Devontae's coming to town. Yeah,
Devontae's coming to town. Although it does say Packers at Raiders.
It is. It's in Vegas. That's why I figured. If you and I had more money, I think that would be a game that you and I would go to and just have fun.
Yeah, I want to take
a little bit. I want
to take the wife to that eyeball. So we're gonna have to come up with something. We'll get the ladies together. It's like $300.
I'm down.
Dude, it's $500 a person there and back to fly out of Appleton to Vegas. So
it's super cheap.
Yeah, we're going in February. Fuck, we'll have to talk about that. We'll figure something out. But for all of our new listeners out there, old listeners, fantastic people, wonderful people. Even if you don't consider yourself people, we still love you anyways. The world's really fucking crazy out there. So smile more. The world becomes a brighter place because of it.
Peace.